out.
All right, hopefully you can hear me. I joined a random wireless connection that my buddy Brad Johnson right here.
It's good.
Enemy
it's not
number,
random, it's good.
Enemy number one. I was also college roommates with Brad, so we'll see how the boys do tonight. As I tapped Dieterman to tell him to, or not Dieterman, but tell him to get down. We can see it. Minneapolis controls the play to start the game. Shoot in towards tie. The puck goes wide of the crease. What's Minneapolis' record here, Brad?
I have no idea.
Brad, my college roommate, has no idea what his son's team's record is. His son's Brady Johnson. We promptly iced the puck. And I'm trying to get sorted. I haven't done the cast in probably 5-6 games, so I'm a little rusty.
It's like riding a bike, Chris.
I ride a bike without a seat, so I like to ride a bike without a seat, just a seat post. Zoomed in a little bit. Storm win the draw, comes back to their D. Shot goes into the pads of Elder, and then wide of the net. Ramsey chips it in deep. Jack Barry gets it up to Ramsey. Ramsey with a touch pass to Sam Elder. And Sam works it in deep to the Minneapolis zone. We'll get our first offensive pressure of the game. Jack Barry there to try and pick it up. He gets his stick lifted. And Sam Schwarzenstuber gets it over to Horowitz. And Minneapolis cycles out of the zone. They'll have an opportunity to make a move. They got a couple of moves. Shot on tie, gets a save. Another shot on tie, goes off his chest up over the net. Horowitz tries to get it out, can't. And Minneapolis sends us back deep. So a couple of big chances by Minneapolis to start there on tie. 2 shots on goal quickly for Minneapolis Storm. They move it back to their point. And nice job as we got a breakaway here. Horowitz looking for an opportunity, gets his stick lifted at the last second, can't get it completed. Does get a shot on goal. Jake, who scored a hat trick in our first game of the year, had a great opportunity there. Minneapolis, a lot of speed, moves it around our defenseman. And Walter quickly regathers himself and moves it back out of the zone. Fast action here to start the game. 2 minutes in, fresh ice. Boys are without Isaac tonight. Hopefully he heals up and feels better. He's a little bit under the weather, so thoughts out to the Nelson family as we think about Thanksgiving and all the family and friends you got coming over to your house. Nothing worse than a sick child. Storm dumping in deep. Puck goes behind Ty, and Storm regathers, try to find out in the slot. Ty with a big save there as puck came right out into the high slot. Ty with a pad save, and Storm dump it back in deep. Nolan up to Ben Taryn. They'll work to punch it out of the zone. They can't. Storm lift our sticks. They bring it back in towards Ty. They'll have a backhand shot. Goes just wide of the net. Ty got his glove on that one. They went back to their defenseman position, and Ben Taryn will try and push the action. Nolan up to Ben, and the Storm force it back in deep into our zone. Puck gets stuck against the boards on some wet concrete type ice, and then it comes back in on Ty, hits his pad as he's got a seal on the post, and then they come back around and wrap it around on Ty. He makes another save. Jacobson, center ice, can't get it out, and the Storm dump it in deep, and they'll chase us. We got a whole slew of blue changing. Walter covering up the man in front with Jack. Ramsey gets a skate on it, can't get it out. Tip in goes just wide of the net, and the Storm are absolutely all over your Hopkins Royals here to start the game. Puck comes back out in front of the cage. Defenseman slaps it back in. Puck goes wide of the net. Ty sticks it into the corner. Jack Barry with a couple of moves. Still with the puck. And he gets it in deep to the Storm zone. So a lot of chances by the Minneapolis Storm here. Now we got our own opportunity. Jack circling behind the Storm cage. Puck comes up to Schwarzenstuber. He can't get it in the zone. Connor will give chase here. A couple of moves by Storm, and Connor with some great defensive work there. Recovers the mistake on our blue line, and Schwarzenstuber will play it up off the boards. Well, that's why you got 2 defensemen. Great job by Connor to recognize the danger there as the puck went off of Sam's skate, and then they just went down on opportunity. Connor, with his speed, recovered us. A lot of action here. Chrissy Tarrant walking in. 10:31 in the first period. There's our faithful Hopkins contingent. Look at all these Hopkins fans. I think there's some family in town ready to split up maybe a 24-pound Thanksgiving turkey. I don't know what your traditions are, but the big old turkey getting ready to either have a great feast or a dry turkey. Hopefully whoever is cooking yours is all over it this year. Horwitz, who had a breakaway and got a stick lifted there, gets it into the zone, and we'll see if Taryn and Hallberg can get us some action. I'm not a big fan of turkey, I gotta be honest with you. If I was to pick that'll be icing, so we'll stick it here. If I was to pick oh, they wave it off because it goes on tie. I was too busy thinking about the next thing. And the Storm were right on top of it, so Ty got to hold it. If I was to pick something to eat, I gotta be honest, the turkey is just really low on the list. It's just not my favorite. We should change the tradition to steak, like a good T-bone or a ribeye. I think that would be way better than a turkey. All right, the Storm win the draw. Shoot it on Ty. Ty with a great save as it went off of Connor's leg, went the opposite direction, and Ty snagged it with a cover. Another draw. See if we can finally win one here. We do. Jack wins that one. Then the Storm do pick it up off the boards. Goes back to their defenseman. Another shot in towards the net. And again, clogged up by our own skates. Jack will grab that with his speed. Jack Berry looking to push the action. Now, I was growing up and Thanksgiving, we had the canned cranberry sauce. Anybody else with like canned cranberry sauce? Just not my favorite. Sam lets that one slip by him again. Here comes Minneapolis 2-on-1. Hard shot on Ty. Ty with the blocker save. Nice save by Ty there as the Storm record their 9th shot on goal here in the period to R1. Connor with some speed. Let's see what Connor's got. Love to see him push the action here. Tries to center it. Can't get it to go to Jack. Then he tries again and just misses it. Ramsey pinches it in. And the Storm are going to ice that one. They might beat the puck. They do. They beat it to the end line. Tie with another save. Shots currently 9-1. Storm just 5 minutes into the game here. Could be a lopsided effort if the boys don't find a way to pick it up here. We're again missing Isaac. We're missing JMO. We can't wait to have him back here from his hip injury. And then Pitzel, I think, on the ice finally. Hopefully back on the squad this weekend in the Thanksgiving tourney. We sure miss his scoring prowess and his checking and hitting. So we're a little short-handed with the team. I look over the Storm bench and they got about 500 parent coaches on the bench over there and a bunch of players that are all dressed, so no injuries to them. All right, puck comes out to the blue line here. Storm chip it in deep. Walter with a good body. Near angle shot on Ty, and he has a nice save. He'll hold that one, and we'll get a change, and we're gonna have to find another level of hockey here because we're 5 minutes and 30 seconds into the game, and we're getting outshot 10-1. That's not what I call, speaking of Thanksgiving, that is not a recipe for success, is getting outshot 10-1 and winning a hockey contest. Also not a fan of the pumpkin pie, I gotta be honest. I'm just, some of the texture of pumpkin pie, I don't enjoy the pumpkin pie. I hope that I didn't just commit a cardinal sin by telling you guys that, but another save by Ty, another shot. Ty with another save. Ty with a pad save and then a glove save, and now that's 12 shots on goal for the Storm. Yeah, not a fan of the pumpkin pie. We just misconnected the Storm. Gotta be honest, I'm an apple pie guy. Yeah, big apple pie fan. Cherry pie. Something sweet, but just the texture of pumpkin pie, I can't get over it. A little whipped cream on there, I guess. Maybe you could like it. Ugh. It's like minced meat for me. Storm with up in the slot. They're going to have to, no. Good job by Jack and Ramsey. Jack with an opportunity shot. Saved by the goalie. Oh, it's right there, loose, and we can't get it. our prime opportunity of the game, and they get another shot in on the goalie. He gets a hold. The puck went off of the goalie's chest, went up into the air with his long locks of love there. Kind of fell right in front of him. I was thinking it might, from my angle, fall into the back of the net, but not so lucky. And their first test of the game down there for their netminder makes a couple of nice saves. Halfway through the first period, no score. Sam pinches this time successfully, but then we get offsides. I also got to say I'm not a fan of sweet potatoes. I am a mashed potato and gravy type guy. I don't know what you like. Sweet potatoes, for me, just haven't ever done it. But you know what I like? And I tell this to Tracy all the time. I think I may be a rare person. I like the green bean dish. The green bean casserole with a little French onion on top. Fantastic. And a lot of people seem to not like that. I don't know why. It's amazing. So maybe I'm an outlier on the pumpkin pie, but a big fan of the green bean casserole. I mean, it's a winner in my book. So are these Hopkins Royals. As Ben Tarrant's got at center ice, he gets checked off the puck. Sam Muller picks up that loose biscuit. He'll bring it into the offensive zone. He looks to spin it in on net. We'll zoom in a little bit to watch this opportunity. And it goes in! And that's why you zoom in. And hopefully I didn't miss it, but Sam Elder there, as I zoomed in for that opportunity, I could just sense it. That one tasted pretty good, like your Thanksgiving meal that Grandma likes to make. We're up 1-0. Well, the action's been all on our end. You never know. That's why we play the game, folks. 1-0, your Hopkins Royals. Nice individual effort there by Sam as Taryn got checked off the puck at center ice, and Sam worked his butt off and found a way to sneak it past Tendi. Storm come back in our zone. Move it on their backhand around Connor. Connor's up to it. Nice job by Connor. Really like that action there. Good physical play to lean him off the puck. Horowitz, with his speed, pushes the action down into the Storm zone, and they'll circle and cycle. Come back out to center ice with some speed. They beat Schwarzenschubert. They'll have an opportunity for a shot on Ty. They make a couple of moves, and they score. Ty was there, and it got just under his pad. He'll want that one back. Tough play, though, as he had an opportunity there. And I think that's the third time. We got to watch out for that, as Sam's had a little bit of a hard time on that blue line. You'll want to watch some of these plays back as they sneak one past him. They go in on a breakaway. Ty had his pad there, snuck under his pad, and we're a tie game 1-1. Face off. Nolan's got it. Storm pick it up again. They'll come back in, wheel it into center ice. Can't get it to connect. Jack, a couple moves. Storm pick up the loose biscuit. We got a battle here at neutral zone. Storm with a lot of speed so far this game. Definitely out hustling us to the zone. Deep shot. Tip goes wide. Barry chips it up off the boards. We got a high stick and a whistle, and we'll get that drop here all the way down. All right, 5:28 first period, and draw goes to the Storm. Peterman can't get it to go. They get another opportunity here. Sam bangs that one back into the zone. Peterman tries to pinch on the boards. Sam Elder, our goal scorer, is there. And they come back out with a bunch of speed. Spin it the other way. Connor does a nice job breaking that up. Shot in towards Ty. He'll hold on to it here. And at 4:46 remaining in the first period, we're all knotted up at 1. Hallberg will be out there with Sam Elder and Jacobson on D. Nolan Haney will come on out. And the draw is to the Storm's advantage. Hallberg's back, giving chase, gets pinched off the puck. Storm cycle with a near-term shot on Ty, and then they score. Ty never saw it, and puck goes in. And just like that, it's 2-1. Shot around 3 guys, never saw the puck, and quickly 2-1 here. All Minneapolis Storm lucky to be within a goal. 14-5 are shots. Jacobson with it. Walter fires it in front of the net. And Minneapolis works it out of the zone. A couple of moves, another near-term shot on Ty, and Ty makes a nice save. Shots now 15-5. We got to find a way to get the speed up here, boys, as we're getting dominated on both sides of the ice. Barry on the draw. Storm win that, can't connect. Horowitz has got it. Tearing on it. Jack Barry working hard. Barry can't get it. Connor's got the puck, fires in a deep shot. Goal! Big misplay by the goalie there, and just like that, a game that's been all the Minneapolis Storm, somehow it's 2-2. You gotta love it. Shooter shoots. Nice hard low shot by Connor. And we'll see if the boys can use that as some momentum. Draw for the Minneapolis Storm. They beat us to the loose puck. Chip it into the zone. 3:30 remaining in the first period. Connor, the goal scorer, try to push it out there. Elder's got it. Elder with a couple moves, can't get it to go. Does get it deep, which we like to see. Get that puck deep. Soren picks it up. Near side shot, really narrow angle, can't get it to work. I like that shot though, good effort. Ramsey, point blank. Oh, he loses a handle. I thought Ramsey was gonna have a great opportunity there. Ramsey's still fighting for the puck in the corner. Elder with him. Puck comes up to Schwartztruber, he dumps it in deep. We battle for it behind the net. 2:45 remaining here in the first period. Give you a little zoom action. Puck comes out to the slot area. Soren chips it back in. Can't get it completely deep. Minneapolis will just be okay icing that. Then we have a no icing. Ty goes to play it. Sam Schwarzenstruber picks it up. They waved off icing. Must have tipped off our stick. Ramsey's got center ice to Jake. Puck comes in deep to our zone. Nolan Haney battling hard. Puck comes wide out in front of the net. Ty with the save, Ty with another save, and no goal. Almost went through him. Survived a flurry there. I thought that puck was going to go in. Hard shot just wide of the net. Jake battling hard for it. Puck comes to center ice. Minneapolis comes with some speed back the other way, which has been the case this whole first period. They make a couple of moves, shot just wide of the net. Shot on Ty, pad save. Walter with some speed, looks to move it up. Chips it in on the Minneapolis goalie. And Minneapolis Storm circle back to center ice. Has been the case this period. They fire in deep. Barry's got it behind Ty. 0 penalties so far this period. Not a very physical period. Puck comes out of the zone and will chase it with 1 minute remaining in the first period. Minneapolis plays it up. Sam working hard there. He gets beat to the puck and Minneapolis picks it up. Puck goes off the back of the net. And then Sam regathers, goes up to Sam Elder. Connor's got it. Connor up to Taryn. Taryn tries to give it up to Soren. They can't connect. And then Soren picks up a loose puck in front of the slot. It's still loose. 20 seconds remaining here in this first period. Tie contest. And Connor chips it up center ice. Connor, our goal scorer, with the second goal, tries to get it up into the goal. He can't. And just 6 seconds left here. We'll see if we can get one more chance. And that'll do it for the first period. Tied 2-2, not a bad result. All right, 2-2 after period number 1. Minneapolis wins the draw again. Puck goes down towards the zone. Beautiful baby. We get it. Baby's in all the pictures. You can see a newborn down there. It can't be older than, I don't know, 2.5 months, would be my guess. Minneapolis with the puck. Move it in behind Ty. Elder tries to chip it up. Storm got it, cycle it back to center ice. A lot of puck possession for the Storm. Still on it. Fired in deep behind our attendee and rolls all the way around to Walter. Walter's got it. Makes the move. Walter still with the puck. On his backhand. Big check there, and there'll be a penalty on Minneapolis for a charging or a roughing. We'll see what they call here. Good job by Walter to draw the penalty, and that'll be our first penalty action of the game. We'll be on a power play here at 13:48 of period number 2. Puck comes out to Schwartz-Schuber. He goes D to D. Walter with a chance to move it over to Barry. We can't get that to connect. Soren chases. Soren cycling. Plays it back to Schwartz-Schuber. He looks to settle it. A couple of moves by Sam. Tries to get into the slot. Can't connect. Soren picks it up. Moves it back to Sam. Sam back to Soren. Soren with a near angle shot. Goalie gets a blocker on and then goes just wide of the net. So far, a pretty good power play by your Hopkins Royals, getting some opportunities. Puck comes back out to Walter at the point. Walter gets it blocked into the padding. He'll have to hustle. Minneapolis with a shot on Ty. Ty with a save. Sam with the pass up to Jack Barry. And we'll get a icing call. Puck comes all the way down for an icing. Ty sends that slowly down the other side to the ref. And we got 57 seconds remaining on the power play, looking to get our first real good opportunity from a scoring chance perspective. New fresh skaters. Rammer out there with Jake, Wyatt, Taryn, and Connor, our goal scorer, scored the second goal. Storm chip it out. Connor's going to have to win the puck race. Picks it up. Cycles behind the net. Connor with some speed here, makes a couple of moves. Passes it out front, can't connect. Wyatt misses the opportunity. Connor with all that speed there to pick it up. Wyatt grabs it. Good try by Connor, an individual effort. Puck comes back to him there. Shoots, stick comes flying out of Minneapolis' hand. Puck was loose, goalie wasn't there, we couldn't corral it. Comes back to Connor, who's been all no way. That was not offsides. There was 0 people that thought that was offsides, but it was because we had a penalty. So the call was actually a penalty, which was not offsides. That makes a lot more sense. Don't know what the call was there. I missed it, frankly. I was too busy wondering if we were onsides, offsides. 4-on-4 right now. Preston will come on out. I don't remember Preston in the first period, so this might be his first shift of the game. Preston, Walter, Soren, Nolan. So we got a little bit of size and speed out there. A little mixture. 4-on-4, you need a little bit of both. Nolan tries to kick it out, he can't. Minneapolis looking to move it in front of the net on Ty. They come around to wrap around. Ty gets a pad on it. And we chip it out to Preston. Preston with some of the speed there. Tries to make a move on Storm's number 9. He picks it up behind the Tendi. And now Minneapolis will be on the power play for the next minute 30. Minneapolis makes a hard move on Ty and then they score. Oh, Ty's going to want that back. That is not his best tonight. They sneak one under his pads on a power play. And just like that, 3-2 Minneapolis with the power play goal. That didn't last very long. Minneapolis with a shot on Ty, will stick it up into the ceiling. Two Minneapolis Storm here, 11-11 remaining, period number 2. Hard shot gets blocked by their own teammate. Fired in towards the net. Ramsey tries to punch it out of the zone, he can't. Puck comes in on Ty, he sticks it into the corner. Puck behind the net still. And it wheels all the way out of the zone. Mulder, who scored our first goal, disrupts that play. Rammer's got it. Tries to connect in front of the net. Very near opportunity there. Jack fires in on the goalie. Nice opportunity to tie it up there. Soren on the draw. Preston on his left wing there. Walter right next to us here fires it in deep into the Storm zone. Storm go D to D, then go back to the other D side. Hallberg pinches them off. We fire it back in deep. Walter's got it, chips it back in towards the net. Taryn giving chase. Haney's got it, fires in a puck towards that, scores! Somehow that went in too. So Haney with his first goal on the season, we'll take it any way we can get, 3-3. And the wacky Thanksgiving kind of week continues here. Happy to get that one. Nolan, congrats on the first goal of his season for you. Goalie tried to stick it into the corner. He sticked it right into his net. Jack with a couple of moves. Puck comes back to Walter. Walter shoots it towards the goalie. Try to get a tip on it. Wyatt can't get it to go. Nice try though by Wyatt to stick it on his ice. Walter breaks up the play at center ice. Storm got it, backhanded D to D. Jake picks up the loose puck. Shot saved by the goalie as he came out to challenge. Jake with a bunch of moves, still trying to get the puck toward the net. Can't get it to go. Storm will come back out of their own zone with a lot of speed. Backhand on ties out of the blocker save. Backhand goes wide of the net. Jacobson's got it. Heavy check by the Storm. Nice play by them. No penalty there. That was extremely clean check. Storm got it. They got a 2-on-1 opportunity going the other way as we're in the middle of a change. Connor hustles back, getting the play. It goes off the crossbar. Good individual hustle there by Connor to come pick that up. End-to-end action here. Now Jack comes the other way. Jack with a move around their defenseman. Can't get it to go. Nice hard turn toward the net. Just lost the puck as two Storm came crashing in on him. Minneapolis back the other way. And we're halfway through this busy contest. I can barely keep up with all the scrolling here. 7:30 remaining in period number 2. Jake's got it, pushes it up to Ramsey. And the Storm are going to get another penalty here. Waiting to see the signal. Interference, I believe, is the call. Ruffian's the call. Coincidentals. They take both of our guy, their guy in. Jack goes into the box along with the Storm. So coincidental penalties, 5-on-5 hockey. Jack will spend some time in the box with his father. Paul Berry in the box tonight. Manning the door. Jack getting to listen to Dad. Dad not saying anything more than that thing. Nolan, who's got his first goal in the year, battles back for that puck. Storm 2 on it. Storm jumps into the fray. Then we move it out of the zone. Ramsey just gets it over the blue line. Storm go D to D here near side. They'll cycle back in. Puck comes back to Storm behind Ty. He'll wheel it around. Rammer goes to lift the stick. And offsides at the line. Preston on the draw with Jake. Terry out there. Puck comes back to Nolan. Nolan still moves, loses it to Minneapolis. They got a big opportunity here again. Cycle it in and score. As it was a 2-on-1 and pretty easy goal. .6:22 remaining in the high-scoring contest, 4-3 Minneapolis Storm. Minneapolis come out of the corner with it. Hard shot on Ty. He sticks that aside. Deep shot. Gets clogged up in Minneapolis skates. Preston gets pushed off of it. Minneapolis fans on a shot. And the puck comes back to their point. They'll get a deep opportunity. They can't get it to go. Preston will try and pick it up. Does so. Pushes it out of the zone. Minneapolis goes D to forward. Nice breakout pass. We break that up. Minneapolis catches us in a change. They'll come breaking the other way. Shot saved by Ty. So he sucks that into his chest. Barry comes on now after the coincidental time has been served. 5:11 remaining in period number 2. Puck comes right out in front of our net. Wyatt working hard to get it down the ice. He can't. Minneapolis fires it inside. He's just going to get a hold. Barry on the draw. Puck comes back to the Storm and fired in wide of the net. Drax got it. Sam Elder picks it up off his stick. A wild flopping puck goes in. The goalie just sits on it. Alter with a good job at the defensive position, forces the Storm to the ice. Got Jack covering his defensive position. Minneapolis collapses on him. They'll come out with some speed here. Nice job by Nolan to break up the play. Walter up to Sam Elder. Puck right in front of us here. Barry's got it. And the Storm break that up at center ice. fire it in deep. The puck will ring back to Walter. He's got some time and space. It's Sam. This long change always can throw teams off. We had him there for a second. And Minneapolis will pick up the loose change at the blue line, wheeled the other way. 3:20 remaining in period number 2. We'll happily ice it down and we'll stay right there. Sword on the draw. Minneapolis wins that draw. They'll fire it in right into Jake's pads. Jake's got a nice block. Sam gets elbowed off the puck. Battle ensues. Battle ensues. It's like fighting over that last bit of cheesy potatoes on Thanksgiving. Right out in front, Ty with the big pad save, and then they score. Ty makes the first save, and then they carry a 5th goal, and that's the season high goals allowed for Ty is 5, and we're already at that number with 3 minutes remaining in period number 2. Ty just scored on himself. Ty shouldn't be playing. He stabbed himself in school today. He has no business playing. He hurt his hand. And he's playing like shit. He's put work on. So I don't have a lot to say right now as a goalie, Dad. Ty playing absolutely terrible. Minneapolis got it. All right, we give a chase for the puck. We got 35 seconds remaining here in period number 2, and they shoot, Ty with a save, and then he falls on it, and they quick whistle it. Nice save. That makes up for maybe score on yourself. I'm not so sure, though.
You need a goalie goal to make up for scoring on yourself,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, he needs to score on the other side.
If you could do both of those in the same game, that's pretty good.
I know. Normally 3 goals of support for Ty is pretty good, but not tonight.
Do you think if he asked Theo during the second intermission if he'd let him shoot a goalie goal at the end of the game?
Yeah. I think they should talk.
They were talking after the second period.
Yeah, both the goalies have not had a sharp night, I can tell you that. I don't make excuses, I haven't said it on the cast yet, but Ty did impale his own hand tonight and then still chose to play. Makes 2 saves there. I always say let the other goalie, you have 2 goalies for a reason, let the other goalie play if you hurt yourself, and Ty was too proud to take himself out. The result has been an abysmal performance by my son tonight, I gotta be honest. He has faced 35 shots through 2 periods, but regardless, not up to his normal ability tonight.
Yeah, it's real shocking.
Coincidental penalties, so 4 seconds left, they'll drop the puck at center ice, and then I need a minute break to cool down after.
Why don't we don't have anybody in the box though? I think it was a high sticking.
High sticking call on us. I don't know why the faceoff's at center ice. And I'm gonna go on mute and compose myself here. All right, we'll be on the penalty kill here as we start period number 3, down 6-3. Minneapolis, a bunch of moves, comes in, shot on Ty makes a save. And we still got a minute 40 left on Minneapolis Storm's power play. Walter with the block, then Ty with the save, and that's shot number 38. Another shot towards the net. They pick it up. Ty on his foot. They flip it up over the net. They kick it backhand towards the net. All over us here. Near side shot. Ty makes the save. They go to wrap it on him. Ty caught that one somewhere. He looks a little hurt. Yeah, I think he got it in his face or something. He looks a little hurt, in my opinion. Another tight shot on tie, another save. We'll ice it.
Yeah, he's not right.
Preston's willing to just push against the boards with 8 seconds remaining on the penalty kill. What number is Brady?
I don't know if he has any shots.
Connor wheels it behind the net, up to Preston. Preston pushes it out to center ice. Jake tries to chase down with his speed. And no icing there. The puck won't get over the red line. Connor's grabbing it. Moves it up to Preston. Preston to Jack. Jack with a shot, fluttering into the goalie, and he gets a home. .12:06 remaining here in period number 3. Minneapolis with some speed, works right around our defenseman. Comes in on tie. Walter with a great job though. Didn't give up on the play, dove and stick the puck away without taking a penalty. Shot in on tie with the pad save. Wraparound tie with the save. Shots 40-41. And then another puck comes in on tie and he gets a hold.
You gave up?
Walter up to Sam Elder. Ramsey shoots it wide of the net. Elder back to Walter. Walter fires in a shot. Goalie makes save. Sam Elder picked up a loose puck and tried to fire it towards the net and just missed. Shot in a tie, makes the blocker save. Minneapolis with the puck behind the net. Puck skitters out into the slot area. Fight ensues for the puck. Minneapolis back to their defenseman. He'll push it back in deep. Minneapolis gets a line change, and then the puck comes out to center ice. Ramsey with the check in front of us here. Storm have it. Pass into the slot. A nice stick by Walter to block that shot. Nolan blocks it. Puck loose still. 10 minutes left in the third period. Minneapolis with another opportunity comes in on tie. Shot tie with the blocker save. Another central breakaway there. Stormers and Schubert kicks it out of the zone. Jack at Barry can't get the puck. And Minneapolis comes back into our zone with a bunch of speed. Forces off the puck. Shot goes up over the net. Wyatt moves it up to Jack. Jack gets interfered with. And we'll get a 2-minute power play here with 9:11 remaining in the third period.
Alright, I gotta take Avery to Richfield. Christy said she'd take a picture. I'm sure Ty will be thrilled to
No picture
smile
after
at
this
him.
game.
You have to.
I don't like the idea.
You have to put the score on.
My old coach roommate said we got to take a picture of Ty and his son on the other team. I don't think Ty's going to want any pictures after this one. 2-minute power play. Let's focus on that. Walter. Back to Connor. Connor for a snapshot goes up off the glass. Walter loses it. Minneapolis ices it down, and that will be just wide of the net. We'll try it again with 1:38 remaining on the power play. Walter's got the puck, fires a snapper into the goalie, wide of the net. Goalie will get a glove save though and hold on to it. That was going to be about 2 feet wide of the net, but good try nonetheless. Barry on the draw. Sam Elder picks up that loose puck here. Still a minute 30 on the power play. Barry fighting hard for it. Barry comes out of the corner with the puck. Oh, Barry gives it away on the boards. Tried to move it over to Connor. Wasn't able to do so. Connor to Walter. Walter's got it at center ice. Makes a couple of moves. Nice job, Walter. Walter with an individual effort here. Goes backhand. Goalie gets a blocker save on. Nice job, Walter. Could try to get a goal for us there. Still 55 seconds from the power play. Walter's got it again. Makes a move. Loses the puck going into the Storm zone. Storm find a puck that just misses to connect there, and that'll be an icing.
Here we go, Hopkins!
7:46 remaining here in period number 3. 35 seconds on the power play remaining. Preston on the draw. They ring it around the tendy. Rutzik trying to break that up, able to do so. Bentarian picks it up. Minneapolis with the puck, beats Sam here. Shot, score. So the Storm score shorthanded, and we're just trying to battle through the rest of this now, down 7-3. Ramsey tries to connect with Sam, they can't get it to go. Minneapolis is full strength. Minneapolis makes a couple of moves. Puck loose in front of the net. Storm pick it up. They go back to the corner and find a guy in the slot, can't connect. Minneapolis comes out of the scrum with it. Make a couple of moves. They got nobody chasing. They fired in towards Ty. Ty will make the save. 5:52 remaining, period 3. Another shot on Ty, pad save. Walter with a couple of moves. Minneapolis cycles out of their zone with it again with all sports and time and space. Shot goes wide of the net. White can't get it out. Storm bottle it up. Couple moves. Shot on Ty. Stick save. Not a lot of energy here from me or the boys as we wind this one down. 4:45 remaining in period number 3. 7-3 is Storm. Haney grabs the puck, can't get a handle of it. Move it up to Wyatt. Wyatt can't get it out, and Soren will just ice it all the way down. And the puck finally gets over the red line. 4:20 remaining, period 3. Storm fire back in. Puck winds around the net. Connor there to fight for it. Puck comes back out in the high slot. Storm misses a wide open shot. Storm with another opportunity here. They got the puck going back to their defenseman. Ty with another save. They'll get a hold. Storm win the draw. Storm go put the puck deep. Preston there giving chase. Storm still have possession. Preston working hard to battle for it. Can't get it. Schwarzentroober tries to chip it out, and Preston's able to pick it up at the blue line. Minneapolis picks that up. They'll have a 3-on-2 developing here. Preston giving a good back check to even that up. Ty with a blocker save and gets a hold. Storm winding in. Puck goes through the slot area. Elder tries to move it up to Ramsey, can't connect. Haney tries to chip it out. Storm bottle us back in deep. 2:40 remaining here in a forgetful 7-3 night. Soren's got the puck. He'll wheel behind the net up to Sam Elder. Sam Elder working hard to move it out of the zone. Jack Berry there at neutral zone, still fighting hard. Walter moves it up to Ramsey. Ramsey with the body. Nolan loses a handle, and the Storm will come back the other way. Walter giving a hard back check here. Breaks up the play, tie up the save. .49 shots on goal, the best I can tell. I don't know if that's right or not. Feels like 7,000 to me. It's a goalie dad on an off night. 1:47 remaining. Jack on the draw. He wins that from Schwartz and Schubert. He'll play behind the net. Connor, a good job there. Connor got our second goal of the evening, trying to fight him off the puck. Minneapolis goes back to their defenseman position, and Jake Horwitz gets a block. Barry goes down. Puck comes up to center ice. Storm come back, hit their defenseman. They fire it in deep on Ty. Ty's to play the puck. He decides to hold it for some reason. Would have liked him to play that. 1:16 remaining. It gives the Storm a chance to change, which isn't ideal. We'll bottle up in our own zone here. Faceoff goes the Storm's way. They go back to their defenseman position. They had a guy on the near side try to one time it. He fanned. Horwitz has got it. He chips it out in front of the bench. Storm battle him off the puck. Horwitz tries to move it to Wyatt. And the Storm fired all the way down the ice for icing. 47 seconds remaining. Connor shoots one hard into Storm's pads. Van picks up the puck. Bodies flying everywhere here. Looking for our fourth goal. And the puck comes out to center ice. Now down into our zone. 22 seconds remaining. Sam will punch that one up to Soren. Soren over to Ben. Terry punches it in deep. And we'll look to regroup here as we got our Thanksgiving tournament. Thanksgiving tournament starts on Friday. Luke will be in net for that. We'll see how Ty's going.